Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday morning, really early, and I'm here. And today's topic is going to be mourning and grief, living after the mourning, after the death of somebody. Hi, Zelia. How are you doing? Thanks for being here. How is everybody doing this Saturday morning? Welcome to the discussion. I know it's early. I'm typing in a message for everybody. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Good morning, Bree. Good morning, Zalea. Thanks everybody for being here. If you could thumbs it up on coming in. How are you guys doing on this Saturday morning, early? What are you guys up to? So today's topic is mourning and grief, um, life after that. If there is a life that comes after, the death of someone that you love. I'm still in bed, I know. If I wasn't doing my live, I would be. Moment of truth. I have my dress on, but look, I have my blanket. I still have my blanket on, so yeah, it's early, guys. It's really early, but I'm here and I'm ready to join in on the discussion. Bree, I hope you enjoy your brunch. So, welcome to everyone who is here. Thanks for being here in this live stream. So, today's topic is that of life after the death of someone that you love. Because while there's a time to mourn and to grieve, you do have to move on with your life after the death of someone that you love. You do have to move on, and that's going to be different for everybody. It depends on the circumstances. It depends on who it was that passed away, and it's okay to mourn. It's okay to mourn. I know sometimes people make it seem like a man is not supposed to grieve and mourn. I think it's natural. If you don't mourn, I feel like something is wrong. You have to mourn, you have to grieve, and you have to get that out of your system, whatever way that you need to. It's important and it's natural to grieve. You need to grieve because you get a healing. You get a healing from grieving for the person. It helps you to be able to cope. And nobody can tell you what time period it's going to take for you to be able to grieve. Everybody grieves in a different way. Some people, it's just sadness. Some people are just sad for a long time. Other people, it's just crying. Some people, that's how they have their release. They cry and they cry and they cry. But they have to get that, you have to get it out of your system. You have to. Because if you don't, you're going to never be able to move on. You have to grieve. You have to cry. You have to do whatever it takes. Sometimes you may have to write a letter. That's one of the things that helped me when I went into therapy. I had to write a letter to my deceased loved one, and that helps you to be able to get things out of your system. The mourning process is very hard and difficult, very very hard, and I'm not here to tell anybody how they should be grieving, how they should be coping with life. You know, after the death of a loved one, I'm not here to tell you that. I'm just here to tell you guys from my experience um, what happened for me and what helped me. So, for me, because I've had four deaths in my family in the past 3 years, and during that period of time, the first death that I experienced, I was just in shock. Um, I was just in shock because I just couldn't believe that it happened to me, because in my whole life, um, from childhood until the time of the death, I had never experienced a death in my family. So it was just like shocking, like what? Like I couldn't believe that it happened. And that was for a long time. I was in denial that it even happened. Um, but every death is different. Then when my father passed away from cancer, that was, hey Revel, how are you doing? Good morning. Happy Saturday morning. Yeah, so when my dad passed away, that was a completely different grieving process and mourning process than anything I had ever experienced, because I had, thank you, I had ever experienced in my life. I had never experienced that kind of pain, because when my dad passed away, that kind of, oh, thank you so much, Finley River. I appreciate that. I had never experienced that kind of pain in my life. Hey, Alicia, how are you doing? Happy Saturday, guys. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody is doing well. Um, yeah, guys. When I had the grief is going to be different for depending on who it is. The first death that happened within my family, I was just shocked and in denial. The second death that happened in my family was my dad. And yes, you guys welcome each other. Thanks everybody for being here this early on a Saturday morning. Yes, I felt the same way when my wife passed. It's hard. Yeah, very, very difficult. So, when my dad passed away, I think it was different than the previous one, because my dad's death was from cancer. So my dad died from cancer, and it was completely different. For me, when my dad passed away, it felt like a relief, because he had been suffering so long, and he had been in pain, and he was miserable. So even though I missed him and I was in severe pain because he was gone, I I um I didn't know. Yeah, you guys welcome each other. When my dad had passed away, it was completely different, because for me, when he passed away, it was like a relief, not for me, but for him. You know, when you really love somebody and you see them suffering, you want it to end, but you don't, because it's very complicated, you know. I'm laying down after having been up since 12 p.m. yesterday. Wow, you're living quite a life, Finley. So, when my dad passed away from cancer, it was like a relief, you know, it was like a relief that he wasn't going to be suffering anymore. And while I miss him, I was I was happy. It's very strange and complicated. It's painful because he's no longer with me, but also a relief because I was tired of seeing him have so much pain. Thank you so much, Alicia. It was such a relief. Fun with girls. Is Lisa still driving to Chicago? Oh, I don't know the answer to that question. Um, yeah, it was so complicated that you could be happy and sad when someone passes away. I was happy because he was not suffering anymore. I was so tired of seeing my dad, day after day, seeing him in pain, seeing him suffer. And I was happy that he was free. He was free from his burden of pain and suffering. To see somebody that you love day after day suffer and be in pain and not live the life that they used to when, before he got sick, he was a busy person. He had his life and going places and doing things and hanging out and, you know, doing what he wanted to. So he wasn't having a quality of life. So when he passed away, when my father died, I wasn't even there, couldn't go there. My brother went through the suffering. Yeah, I was there from the beginning to the end. My dad got diagnosed with cancer in 2011, and he passed away in 2016. So he had just about 5 years of suffering with his cancer, and it was the last year of his life where he really suffered because that's when he was on hospice and bedbound. And I think for me, my mourning process started when I saw him in bed. Because it's hard to see somebody that you love, you know, that way. To see them not living how they were, that he wasn't the man that he used to be. Because I had never seen my dad like ever in my life sick, like that in bed, not able to do things for himself, and he was completely bedbound. He needed someone to do all his care. It was like really difficult to see because when you're a child, you're used to your dad being there for you and taking care of you, and then for things to switch when now you have to care for him. And while I didn't mind doing it, it was just like it kind of messes up your mind a little bit, um, humbles you about life's ever changing process, that life has just changed. And I knew when I saw him in bed, even though I knew he was sick, I didn't really accept how sick he was until he was finally on hospice. And it was something, and it was something for the entire family, not just me, um, because my mom at the time was still living, and my mom did a wonderful job of caring for my dad, and so did my brother. My brother is a nurse, and my brother did an excellent job of caring for him and scheduling appointments for him and doing all that stuff. So, yeah, I still cry when I talk about my father. He called me and said, "Feed the puppies, and when I get home, we will go hunting." Hey, Mr. Wise. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, and we will go hunting. He had a heart attack in the parking lot of where he worked. I was 21 years old. Well, Finley, thanks for sharing your story and your experience. I'm so sorry to hear that. You know, to me, it's been October. This coming October will be 3 years since my dad passed away. And sometimes I feel like I'm still grieving like it happened yesterday. Not all the time, but I have my moments where I just feel like it just happened. So I can only imagine what it is that you're going through, what it is that you're dealing with. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yes, hello, Mr. Wise. And Alicia says, I'm going to be here for you while I'm doing some cleaning. My day. My day needs God's love. Yes, Alicia, thanks for being here. Thanks everybody who is here tuning in. Feel free to join in on the discussion. Um, Leave your thoughts. And yeah, leave your thoughts in on the discussion because, you know, whew, grief is and mourning is really something. It's really a complicated thing. It's really hard to handle. It's hard to talk about. It's hard to cope with. I know most people, they just ignore, the subject. They don't really want to talk about it. And it's not that I really want to talk about it, but I know a lot of people need to hear this. I think it's important to have the discussion. I'll let you guys know it's okay to mourn. And it's not just, I hear people say all the time, like, men are being a punk if they cry. But when it comes to grieving, there's no genders, there's no um, feminine and masculine about crying. You're in pain. If you want to cry, you need to cry. You should cry. And release that and let it go. Or, hey, Indian vlogger, welcome. If you feel like you need to cry, you should cry. Or one thing that really helped me is writing a letter. And you should try it if you have lost someone in death. And thanks for the thumbs up. I think she should be there now. Okay. Thanks for the update, Bree. So yeah, guys, one thing about mourning, it shows up different. My name is Neha. Well, thank you for being here, Neha. So it shows up different for everybody. It depends on the circumstance of the death, how the person died, what they were in relation to you. I had 4 deaths in my family within 3 years. So each one had a different situation. One of the deaths was shocking. Well, 2 of them were shocking. And 2 of them I was expecting. But it's still painful and it hurt. And 2 of the I had to write a letter. The 2 of them that were shocking because it's one of those things that I was not expecting to happen, you know. Finley, may God bless you and your father is still with you. Yes, guys, everybody deals with the grieving process and death different. I'm not here to tell you guys how to grieve, what to do. I'm just sharing my story and what helped me. So, in the process of losing my dad, for me, my grieving process started from the time I found out that my dad had cancer. That's like the start of a grieving process. Celebrate the way they would have wanted you to live your life, but take time to grieve. We are only human. Right, Mr. Wise? And for me, I didn't want it all to come down on my head at once when my dad was diagnosed with cancer. That's where it started, and it was, for me, I started off with a denial. I denied that he had cancer. Oh, Dad, you should go and check. Go check somewhere else. Go check at another doctor. They probably got that diagnosis wrong. So I was in denial at first. And when he went to 2 or 3 doctors, and they all said the same thing, then I had to accept it. And after I accepted it, then came the part of living within, living within, seeing the person go down, in their life. And that was another part of my grieving process, seeing them be who they were, and then seeing them, like get sick, not be able to do things that they were able to do before. That was a whole grieving process as well. When you see somebody that you love not able to do what they were able to do before, and especially, like when it's your dad, that was like a trip. Thank you. Thank you so much, Indian vlogger. So that was a trip for me, guys. Everybody's experience with death is different, and my grief started with my dad from the time that he was diagnosed with cancer, and then processing it, accepting it, and then seeing him, not be able to do things for himself. Basically, go from a father to like a child. Like I had to care for him in the end like a child, bathe him. And so I had a different level of love for him at that time that I didn't have before. It was like I treated it like a learning process. I, I looked at it like all those years my dad had cared for me and took care of me, and then that was my time. That was my time to be there for him and to show him love and to encourage him and listen. We had time, to sit back and talk about life and all the things that he went through in his life. So I got a really special time with my dad that now those things I really cherish. So I cherish those things now, and I'm happy for those memories that not everybody in my family got, because not all my siblings were able to be there because they didn't live in the area. What did he show you in his time he was alive? What do you mean, Mr. Wise? What did he show me? I don't think I understand your question. Just waiting on your response. As in, what did you learn from him? Well, I learned so many things about him. Um, I think when you're a child, you know, I never really thought about my dad, you know, all the struggles that he went through, when he would be the age that I am now. So I got a chance to hear his like life story, about how he grew up, and what his family dynamic was like, and that my dad came from a single parent family, and you know, not a not a very not a very loving environment, I guess you could say, because he was just raised by women. He was raised by his mom and his aunts and his grandmother. So it kind of showed me the kind of person. Oh, that's why he's the way he is. My dad never really talked about that situation. He came from that generation of people that they didn't really talk about the past. So that was like my first time really hearing about, how he grew up and how it was hard for him to be a boy, and during that time to be, a single, come from a single parent household, to be raised by women. So that was new for me to understand, and it made me think about, wow, he came from a single parent family. He never had a father, but I think my dad did a great job of being a dad, from being somebody who never had a father, and then he winded up being a father to 10 children. So, for him not having an example of a father, I think he did a great job of being a father, especially when he had no example. I'm sure that it must have been hard for him because he didn't have any example, but he did a good job. He was a good dad and a good man, and he also talked about his life because he was a police officer in Jamaica, and he told me about his story and his struggles and how dangerous it was, all that stuff. So I got to see my dad on a different level because I am the 10th child, if you guys don't know that. I am I was the 10th child of my parents, and by the time I came into his life, he was already, older. So I guess you could say like I was the child that people might, when I was growing up, kids who were my same age, their parents were young, probably. Hi, Clara. Their parents were young, and my parents were already in, I guess you could say, middle age. My mom was, let's see, 40 when she had me. You are living like he wanted you to, helping and showing others how good decisions matter. You should be proud of yourself. I try, Mr. Wise. I try. I try to be a humble person, and that's why I feel like it's important to talk about this subject. Not that it's easy for me. I think anything to deal with mourning and death and pain and all of those things, especially it depends on how the person died. I understand the reason why people don't want to talk about it. I know. I understand. Because I have my moments where I want to talk about it and sometimes I don't. But I just wanted to open up this forum to let you guys know that you're not alone. Because I think that was one of the things that when the first death happened to me in my life, that was in 2000, April of 2016. And they passed away, and it was like shocking for me. And I felt like I was the only person in the world that had experienced that. And I wasn't. I think it's one of those things that you need to understand that you're not alone in this world. You are doing great. Thank you, Mr. Weiss. I appreciate that statement because sometimes I'll just be real. Sometimes you don't feel like you're doing great. Sometimes you just feel like what am I doing with my life? Um, how is life going for me? You always doubt yourself and feel like, oh, I should be able to be doing more at this time in my life. But some days it's just going to be putting one foot in front of the other and getting out of bed, because there's times where you don't want to get out of bed. I know that. I've been there. I did that with after my mom passed away. So this was the third death in my life. My mom passed away 6 months after my dad. I believe 100% when my mom passed away from a broken heart because she couldn't live without my dad. They were married for 52 and a half years. 52 years. I can't imagine being married to somebody for 52 years. And they were together before then. So I think all together, my mom and dad were together for 55 years. They were together for 55 years and had 10 children and all these grandkids. I think it's like 17 grandkids and nieces and nephews and cousins. And so they had quite a life together. So the death of my mom is the one, I think my mom's death is the one that I struggle with the most because it was like, I'll tell you guys the circumstance of it if you guys don't know. when my mom passed away, I was at work, even though I can barely. Oh, you can't hear me. Sorry about that. When my mom passed away, my mom passed away 6 months after my dad. So, my dad passed away October of 2016, and my mom passed away May of 2017. So, 6 months apart. So, the circumstance of it when my mom passed away, my mom had always had heart issues. At one time, she had open heart surgery. So, you know, she already had her issues and stuff, but at the time she was doing pretty good. Of course, grieving, from her husband that she lost after being married for 52 years. I can't imagine what she was going through. I'm sure all of the loneliness and the sadness and the pain and all that stuff, but I believe 100% that my mom died from a broken heart. She was lonely, and that was her life. That was her life. So, when my mom passed away, the circumstances of how she died, I was at work, and my brother called me, and he was at a doctor's appointment with her. Yeah, he was at a doctor's appointment with her, and he texted everybody in the family. He texted all of us and say, "Hey, mom, I don't remember exactly 100%, but it's still kind of foggy because I think some things that I blocked out of my mind to be able to cope with the situation." Yeah, I know. I know I have a low voice. So, um, when my mom passed away, my brother, this is the situation. My brother called us and no, text us and told us, "Hey, something's wrong with mom, and I think you guys should come to the hospital." So we all went to the hospital. It was my brother, who's a nurse. He was there with her at her doctor's appointment. And then my brother who's in front of me, um, he's the ninth child, and I'm the 10th child. And my sister, who is she's number 8. Yeah, she's the 8th child. And also my special needs sister, she is the 3rd child. So we were all there at the hospital, and also who was there was my niece and her husband and my brother's wife. So we all went to the ICU. Well, when I got there, I didn't know that she was in the ICU. Let me start off with that. They just said mom's in the hospital. So I'm just thinking maybe, because my mom had white coat syndrome. I don't know if you guys know what that is. White coat syndrome is when they get themselves excited. Do all your brothers and sisters live in Florida? No. Um, 2 of my brothers live here, and let's see, and 2 of my sisters. Hey, Boss Life Online. Does that answer your question, Bree? So 2 brothers and 2 sisters live here with me in Florida. So yeah. So when my brother texts us and say get to the hospital, mom's not doing good. I didn't think it was anything serious. I didn't think it was serious. I was just like, oh, my mom has white coat syndrome, which means every time they go to the doctor, their blood pressure goes up because they get anxious and nervous. But when they're at home, they're fine. So I just thought it was something, oh, mom's blood pressure is high because she's excited because she's at the doctor. I didn't think it was anything like a big deal at all. I didn't think it was a big deal at all. So, um, so we all get to the hospital. When we get there, I find out it's ICU. That was the first thing, like a punch in my stomach. Like, what? Mom's in the ICU. Like, I didn't know it was all of that. I just thought it was like something simple, like she's just getting, I don't know what I thought. In my mind, I didn't think it was as complicated as it was. So when we get there, then they're like, she's in the ICU and only two of you can go back at a time. So I was like, what? ICU? And I'm looking at my brother who's in front of me. Hey, Guapa, welcome. So I'm looking at my brother, who is in front of me. He's the ninth child, and I'm looking at him. He's looking at me like ICU, like what? So that was like confusing. Like, I was confused and shocked and everything. So it's like hard to, identify all these emotions. It's like flooding in your mind, like she's in the ICU, like what's going on? Like, what's happening? This is serious. And my brother, um, who's in front of me, the ninth child, he was already crying. And I think he kind of knew what was happening. I was still processing, I was still like in the shock mode. So they were saying at the ICU that only two of them could go back at a time. So I don't remember who went back first, but two at a time, the whole family, we all took turns to go back and see her. So when it was my time, who did I go back with? Um, I went back with my niece. So the two of us went back there. When I saw my mom, she was in the bed, you know, unconscious, and she had all these tubes over her, and the nurse was in there with her. Um, it was just like, how like you see something, but you don't understand. I was like, so she's here in the ICU, she's unconscious. Like, I was starting to process it all. She's here in the ICU, she's unconscious. Um, and I didn't know that it was like she was like in a comatose state. Like, she wasn't alert, anything like that. She was completely, not there at all. So it wasn't something to where I could talk to her or anything like that. So I went back there and I talked to her. I held her hand, and something in my spirit told me to tell her goodbye. And I was like, what? So I went back there and I was praying, and I talked to her and kissed her, and I had to get out of there. It was too much for me. So I left and everything. So I had to process it, like, and everybody in my family was already crying and all that stuff. So I wasn't there completely. I was still trying to process it because in my mind I was just thinking, oh, she's just in a coma state. She's gonna be okay. She's gonna come back. You know, that was my thinking. So then after everybody was there for a while, we all made a decision to take turns and spend time with mom. So my brother and my sister-in-law, they decided to take the first shift. They took the first shift of staying with my mom, and the rest of us left. It wasn't even 10 minutes later that I don't know if it was my brother or my sister-in-law called me. You know how it's all a blur? That day is like all a blur. But I think it was my brother or my sister-in-law. They called and say, Mom's coding. So we weren't even 10 minutes away. So everybody made a U-turn and went back to the hospital. So when we get back there, it was me, um, my sister, two of my sisters, my niece, and her husband. We were all back there. And when I walk in, I saw that it was a code situation, where they're using the paddles on her body to jump her. So in my mind, I'm thinking they're going to, use the paddles. She's going, she's coding, and then it's going to be like a miracle of God. She's going to come back, and her heart is going to be beating, and everything is going to be fine, and you're going to move on, and we're going to laugh about this later. That's not what happened. So it happened to where, it was going on for a while, and one of the nurses came over and talked to us and say, she keeps coding, and no matter how long, she codes, she comes back, and she codes and she comes back. So it's one of those things that they said her heart has given up. So basically, they're saying that no matter how many times you do this, she's gonna just keep dying. So my brother, who's a nurse, is the one that had to make the call. He is the one that had the strength and the choice to say, call it, let her go. So I'm always going to admire my brother for that, because he did something I could never do, you know. So he called it, and that's it. She was gone. So um, after that, um, we had to, of course, make all the arrangements and stuff. So that's how my mom passed away. And after that, it was like processing the whole thing with my mom, to go from, not talking, talking to her like the night before, because I think I told you guys before, well, my mom had white coat syndrome. So the day before, she had called me and say, I'm going to the doctor. And it was kind of funny. I laugh about it now, because my mom was calling me, stressing me out, like, oh, I'm going to the doctor, and oh, and I wonder what's going to happen and what they're going to talk about. And I was like, oh, mom, please stop. She was kind of just kind of annoying me. So I was like, oh, mom, please just stop. Everything's going to be fine. And I kind of brushed it off, but that was like my last conversation with my mom. And sometimes I wish I would have been nicer, or said, hey, mom, I love you, or something, but I didn't. Anyways, so yeah, guys, that's the story with my mom. And after that, the fourth death that I had in my family was my aunt. So my aunt's death was completely different from all the others. Um, when my aunt passed away, she was 102 years old. That's right, guys, you heard it right. She was 102, and my aunt lived a wonderful life. And it was kind of sad, because how she died. Um, my aunt and dad, something happened years ago where they had like a disagreement or argument, and they had stopped talking for, I don't know how many years, 30, 40 years. So it was at the end of her life where we started getting close to her and going to visit her and checking on her and calling her and spending time with her. So I was happy at, I think, the last 3 or 4 years of her life. Um, Hold on, guys. The last 3 or 4 years of her life um, is when we decided to get close to her and get to know her. And yeah, so the things that I tell you guys is from experience, and I cry about it still. I'm human. Just to let you guys know, I'm human. And I struggle. And I want to let you guys know that life goes on. Life goes on after them, and you have to be strong. And I wanted to talk to you guys about this subject. And I struggle, and I'm sure everybody who has dealt with death, they struggle. It's painful. You have your times where you don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to cope with life, but you have to. You have to move on, and you have to think about all the good times, all the memories, and you have to move past the pain. You have to move past the pain. And for me, I made a choice to be positive, and I hope you guys make the same choice to be positive and think about all the things that you have. Focus on the memories, the good memories that you have with them. Focus on the person that you are, and seeking to improve yourself. Yeah, and that's what will help you to move on with your life. I don't want you guys seeing me cry on camera. I'm not a drama queen at all. I'm trying to get myself together. So, yeah. So I had to move on. You have to move on. There's a time where you have to say to yourself, it's time for me to move on. It's time for me to live, and not let the circumstances of how they died hold you down. You have to let their life be an encouragement and a testimony to you, because they would want you to be happy. That's okay, Mr. Wise. You have to let their life be a testimony, an encouragement, a motivator. Let you miss me crying. So you have to let their life encourage you and motivate you, give you strength to go on, and you have to live in the present. Don't live in the past where whatever happened, however they died. You have to move on and live your life for you. Let it encourage you and motivate you, because they would want to see you strong and positive and doing the things that you said you would do. And that takes a while. That's not something that's going to happen overnight. Definitely when I have it overnight. But you have to believe in yourself. And I think that's one of the things that was hardest for me is believing in yourself again, because it's hard to live your life without somebody that you love. It's hard, but it's possible. And especially when you have faith, your faith will get you through everything in life. When you don't have the power, I believe that spirit takes over, and I believe that they're with you all the time. And that's what helps me to move on and to stay encouraged and motivated. Keep them in the forefront of your mind, and believe that they're there with you, and they're encouraging you, and they want you to move on. So move on with your life and do some good things with your life. Yeah. Um, oh, you're still here? Thank you, Alicia. So you have to move on with your life. You have to move on. And it doesn't matter if it's something that happened 20, 30, 40 years ago. You're always going to have your times where you struggle, the times when you cry and all that. But be strong. Don't give up. And don't listen to other people, because you probably are always going to mourn. You're always going to mourn. You know, I feel like that's normal. That's the normal part of life. That's you being a human being. And think about the positive things about them. And know that they're always with you. They will always be with you. And let it encourage you. Let it encourage you because, like my title says, that there is life after the death. You know, there's life. And sometimes in the mourning process, you can get caught up in the death that you stop living. You may stop living and doing the things that you want to do because you may be consumed by the pain. And you know, that's all well and fine. It's fine to have the pain and the struggle because that's normal and human, but you can't let it consume you and take over your life. Don't let the pain take over your life. Right. Be strong for yourself if you can't be strong for no one else. And do it for to show others because listen, there's always going to be haters out there. There's always going to be people out there that will say you can't do it. For me, uh you know, it changes. It changes. Sometimes I wake up with my mom on my mind, sometimes it's my dad. Sometimes it's the other death. I don't know when I'll be able to talk about that, but maybe one day. Um, Sometimes it's the other death that happened, and then other times it's my aunt. So it depends. And sometimes when I feel like I'm completely losing my mind, sometimes I'm grieving for all four of them at the same time. That's when I have the days where I don't want to get out of bed. And that's when I have to call my friends, people that I know really care about me and have my best interest in heart, and I just tell them, say, hey, I'm having a bad day, and they encourage me. So, but to answer your question, Bree, um, I just felt moved to talk about this subject today. So, yeah, I don't know who needed to hear it, but I just felt moved to talk about it. I don't talk about it that often because, as you guys can see, I still cry. But at least now I'm able to cry with a smile. That's the difference. Now I can smile when I talk about it because I'm growing and I'm getting stronger and I'm realizing my strength and my potential. So that's a difference now. Whereas before it was just crying and then sadness, and then I would lay down in my bed, put covers over my head. Yes, it helps you heal. Yeah. So thanks, Boss Life Online. Fun with the girls. I don't know why I read your name like a suffer dude. I don't know what that is, Mr. Wise. What's a suffer dude? So, yeah, guys, I just wanted to share, you know, my story, talk about it a little bit, give you guys some encouragement. Surfer. Surfer dude. That's why I asked. I was like, what's a suffer dude? What's a suffer dude? Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Mr. Wise. Mm, that's something. So, I wanted to talk to you guys, you know, about it, and I'm really happy that my family would be happy that I was actually able to do some traveling. I got to go somewhere that you know, each one of them always wanted to go, and I went there for them. So that was good, and I'm proud of myself for that. I had been putting it off for a long time. And doing anything fun this weekend? Um, yeah, tomorrow I'm going to a botanical garden, and I'm seeing, I don't know, because this event in the park is dependent on whether it's going to rain, and of course you guys know it's rainy season. So it's supposed to be some kind of festival in the park. So we'll see. I'm kind of hoping, honestly, to be completely 100% real and honest, I really don't want to do anything this weekend. Yeah, it does sound nice. Honestly, I just want to stay in bed and feel sorry for myself. You, if I'm going to be real and honest, I want to stay in bed and cry all day and feel sorry for myself. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. So, I'm going to see if I can go out. Maybe I'll do a vlog. So I think that's why I got up and talked about this, so I can have my moment and cry and then say, okay. And you guys see I'm already dressed. I put on a cute little dress. And and time to go out, you know? So I figured if I got up, got dressed, did a live stream, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. My stomach is growling. My stomach is like, feed me. My stomach is like, feed me. So, I, I think Boss Life Online is gonna go live next. Boss, are you still in here, babe? Is my sis in here still? Okay. Feel better. Oh, I'm doing okay, Alicia. I'm just releasing some of my pain. I don't feel bad. It's just grieving, that's all. And I'm a person that I don't allow myself to think about my pain and my grief Monday to Friday. I push that to the back of my mind. So the only times that I grieve is on Saturdays and Sundays. So I'm trying to do it in positive ways, like yes, I'm gonna eat. I try to do my grieving. Oh, you're going at 9:30. Okay. I don't know why I always think Boss Life Online is going live right after me. I think I do that every single week, don't I, boss? So I'm going to leave this live on because y'all, I'm trying to get some hours. So I'm just gonna leave this live open and you guys can talk whatever, and hopefully you guys can go to Boss Life Online. Her live is gonna be 9:30 my time, which is an hour and a half from now. If you do the bad feelings are gonna be back worse. But when you grieve hard because it'll help to completely heal, my friend. I know I do. I but I'm gonna be real and honest with you guys. I'm a person that when I allow myself to cry, I'll cry and cry and cry like nonstop. So I don't allow myself to even go there Monday to Friday because I know I have to wake up the next day and go to work. And I want to be able to have like my whole mind together. So I only allow myself to grieve on the weekends. You're funny, Mr. Wise. Um, I yeah, I only allow myself to grieve Saturdays and Sundays. So I have my time. Like I already woke up and I prayed and um got myself together here, got dressed and stuff. So I did my live. So now I'm going to, when I end my live, I'm going to eat. And then I think I'm going to go out and do some things for myself. And I think what I think is going to help me to heal even more, I'm doing a, um, a release where I'm going to, I ordered some butterflies. There's this company online, and you pay for, they send you some butterflies. So yes, God bless you too, Alicia. um I ordered some butterflies and I'm gonna release them. And I feel like, I don't know, a part of me, even though I cry and stuff, and there was a funeral and I went to that, I feel like I need something more than that. So I'm gonna release some butterflies for the first one. Like, I feel like I need to handle this. So I ordered some butterflies and some balloons and some other things. Bye, Alicia. So I ordered all of these things that I'm going to release. I'm going to release some balloons um, for the first death that happened. And then I'm going to release, yeah, all the time. I do. I'm in therapy now. I still go to therapy. So I'm going to release balloons for the first one that died. I feel like I need to release all of that, with something more than just prayers, more than poetry, more than therapy, where I think all those things are wonderful and they've helped me, but I feel like I need something like let it go. So I feel like these balloons and these butterflies, and I wrote a poem. So I'm gonna go by the water, like, and do one by one. I'm doing it in 4 different days to deal with each person separately. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna make a video, like a compilation, just just saying goodbye. And I think it's gonna help me. I don't know why I feel like that's gonna help me, but I do feel that way. So I'm going to get these balloons, get these butterflies. I also thought about getting some doves, two doves. You can do that also as well. I was looking online, so I'm thinking that those doves are for. Oh yeah, of course. I don't know if you guys know. I don't know if you guys know, but I have a book of poetry. I write too as well. So I have my poetry, some things that I've written just for them. So I want to get that out. And I feel like that's what's unblocked me from finishing my book that I'm writing about my life story, and my poetry book that I'm writing. So I'm working on two books at the same time. And I feel like that's what's stopping me. That's giving me like a mental blockage from finishing my books. So I feel like when I handle that, that I'm going to be able to handle the rest. That I'll be able to finish what I'm meant to do. That's what I think. We'll see how it goes, you know. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure. I'm never sure how it's going to go, really. Honestly, I feel like I need to do this for me. I feel like when they passed away and then there was a funeral, I feel like funerals are for the friends. I don't feel like the funeral is for me. I didn't feel any closure at the funeral. Like, my closure was when my mom passed away and I kissed her and I said goodbye. I felt like that was the first part of the closure for my mom. And going, doing her, what is it called? The What is that pamphlet called when they pass away? You guys know what I mean. Which you give to people at the funeral. I feel like working on that invitation and putting her pictures together, I feel like that was the second part of the healing process for me with her. And praying, and I have a book that I made of pictures of my mom, and I feel like I did that on the anniversary of her death on May 2nd. Um, and I feel like that was like the third part of the process, but I feel like this last process where I release some butterflies in her memory, I feel like that's going to be, I'm doing a request for some. So if you want to submit some, I'll read it and give you a shout out. If you don't want your name, I'll keep it anonymous. What do you mean, a request for my poem? Wish I could give you a hug. Aww. Bree, don't let me cry. So, is that what you mean, Mr. Wise? I don't know if that's what you mean. So I feel like that's gonna, like, I don't know, I feel like that's gonna be like a big deal. I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, releasing these butterflies and dropping these rose petals in the ocean. I don't know, I've just been putting it off. You know, I talked to my therapist about it, and they were just like, you need to do it. And I've been putting it off. I don't know why I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I guess for me, I feel like that's the finality of like actually accepting it. And I feel like in my mind, part of my mind never has fully accepted that this has happened to me. And I just need to go and do it. It's going to help with my healing process. So I'm going to do one by one. One by one, I'm going to do it. I'll be reading poems, quotes, and stories every other day if I get enough. Okay. So how do I submit it to you, Mr. Wise? Yes, that's it. You will accept and move on. It will be better on the other side of it. Yeah, I have my book. Do you have somebody? Email or IG? Okay, Mr. Wise. Do you have somebody to go with you? Um, yes and no. It's complicated. It's very complicated. I feel like for one of them, I feel like one of them, the first one, Boss Life Online knows what I'm talking about. But one of them, I feel like that has to be me doing it by myself. Um, but the rest of them, I'm gonna do it with like my siblings. But I feel like one of them, it has to be just me because yeah. But the rest of them, I am gonna do it. I gave myself a time limit that I'm going to do the first one this coming month of June. Okay, Mr. Wise, I'll send you an email. So, I'm going to do it this month because I've been putting this off. Well, actually, I've talked to my siblings about it, and they think it's silly. Not all of them. See, I'll let me have a moment of just rawness and being 100%. Um, when you come from a family with so many siblings, you know, there's 10 of us. And the older siblings, you know, they don't live here. They don't live in my area. They don't live in my state. And they have their own lives. And they're dealing with the death just like I am, you know. And for them, they don't feel like it's important to do this. So by me saying, hey, let's do this. It's not for them, so they think it's silly. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. I think all along what I was hoping it was going to be something to where all the children, like, we're going to agree on something for once in our lives, you know, like, this is for mom and dad and auntie, and, you know, and we were going to come together and be united on this, but it's never going to happen. So I think that was part of it. Like, I was always hoping that we were all gonna like come together and hold hands and actually be brothers and sisters, and just come together for once and say, hey, you know, this is for mom or dad or auntie. But I think that's why I've been holding on for so many years, hoping that they would be on board. But I can't keep prolonging my grief, you know what I mean, guys? I can't keep prolonging my grief. It's time for me to heal and move on with my life. And I feel ready to handle one of them. Hey, Screw, how are you doing? Thanks for being here. Um, yeah, I feel like it's time. Like, I think all along I was kind of hoping that everybody would like be on board, you know, even though I know my siblings all live all over the world. They live all over the world. My um the oldest, my brother. Hey, Emma, how are you doing? Welcome. My oldest brother, he lives in Alabama. Um, then my sister, she lives in Mexico, and I'm good. How are you doing, Emma? Thanks for being here. If you could thumbs it up. Um, my oldest, the oldest girl, she lives in Mexico, and then my other sister lives in New York, and you were working this morning. Well, thanks for being here. So, you know, we all live in different places. It's only, let's see, five of us live here. So I have four siblings that live here and myself. So five of us live here in Florida, and then the rest live elsewhere. So it's kind of hard to get, you know, all the siblings together. And also another thing that I found that is near impossible is getting everyone to be in agreement. You know, everyone is not going to be in agreement. Yeah. Yeah, 10. So it's hard to get everybody to agree, and everybody has different takes on it. And I was thinking about doing um, one with my siblings that are here, like the last five, um, because it's very funny how the first five children, they live elsewhere, and the last five, we are all here. So I was thinking about doing one for the doing a video of the other five children, like my four siblings and myself, like 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, 6 to 10. So my sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and myself doing a video. I think it would be funny. I think it would be funny to do a video on um, the numbers 6 to 10 of my siblings. Um, I think that would be an interesting video. Like some of my siblings tag, because I don't think there's no way all 10 of us would ever. Yeah, 10. So yeah, and it's complicated. That's why I keep telling you guys, it's hard. The bigger your family is. What do you mean, Screw? I came late. Oh, I'm just talking about the whole process and grief and everything, and how it's hard to get everyone to agree when you have a big family. It's hard to get everybody to be in agreement. And I know one thing that's never going to happen is you're never going to agree on everything. Oh, screw you, you're going to have to watch the replay, but who passed? Um in my family, we had four deaths in the past 2 years. Not 2 years, 3 years. 30 something many years. You're funny, Mr. Wise. And I came from a big family. I have 9 siblings, and yeah, I have 9 siblings, and it's complicated to say the least, because just like everything in life, um, we all have your different personalities. Some of us get along, some of us don't get along, but it doesn't stop me from loving. I love all my brothers and sisters, even though we don't all get along. I love them, and to me, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. And I don't feel like it's important to always get along. You don't have to get along. All that matters is that you love each other, and I love them in in their complicated ways. I love my complicated siblings because we are all different and beautiful and special in our own ways. We're all different, and I think that's beautiful that each one of us is different from the other. No two of us are alike. We're all unique, and I think I personally. Oh, you don't even want the amount of meltdowns that used to happen in my childhood was ridiculous. So many meltdowns. Yeah. So much estrogen and testosterone in the home. So much. So much estrogen and testosterone. So yeah, guys, so much. Like it was crazy. Let me plug in my phone. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's crazy. Uh, I I think I'm gonna be doing like I've been trying to get some of my siblings that live here on board. Good God, I'd hate to share. Oh, I think that's one of the videos that I think would be funny. If I could get my other four siblings, we could all get together and talk about bathroom experiences because it used to be complicated because there was three girls, like the main, because the first of the siblings, they were already adults when I was born. So I never got to live with two of them, three of them I never got to live with. But the rest, we got to live together, and yeah, it was interesting to say the least. It was interesting to say the least to be with so many siblings. Oh, thank you, Screw. Um, so it was interesting to say the least to grow up with so many siblings, so you guys could see what we all look like. I'm very careful about what I choose to put on the internet. Um, I believe it's important to be careful about what you put out there in the atmosphere, what you choose to let people know. You have to be very careful. Um, so I'm very careful about what I choose to put out there. I like to only put out positive things. I don't like to talk about negativity at all. So, whatever happened in the past, you know, in my family, I believe in not putting that out there. I believe in only talking about the good and the positive and the encouragement out there. So that's all I'm ever going to talk about is the positive and encouraging things about my family. And to me, all that matters in a family is that you love each other. And that's one thing I really love my siblings, even though we're all different, even though sometimes I want to hold them underwater. Sometimes I want to take them out because they get on my nerves. But yeah, but at the end of the day, I couldn't see my life without them. It's very complicated to come from a big family. You love them and hate them at the same time. Very complicated. But after at the end of the day, now that my parents aren't here anymore, we're all we have. We have each other, and we gotta work on our relationships because trust me, guys, that just because you're all you have, if you didn't have a good relationship, I think we have plenty of negative things on the world already. Being positive or talking positive is the best thing for sure. That's right, Screw. Um, so that's why I haven't released. Best thing you can do is tell the truth about them, not just the positive, just like you're doing now. I know, I know. So that's why I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a video um about it, and then I'm gonna introduce. I think I want to bring my brother, who's in front of me. He's the ninth child. I think I want to introduce my brother. He's my older brother, but he's like my baby brother at the same time. And he's my heartbeat. I love him so much. So I'm going to introduce him because my brother sings. And I want to bring him onto my channel because he's singing a theme song. If someone wants to hear negative, all they have to do is turn on the news. Great. So, I know. And I'm going to be honest. You guys know that I'm not here for the drama. I'm not one of those drama channels. I'm going to be honest with you guys and tell you guys the truth and everything, but I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to talk about the truth, the reality of what happened and stuff, but I always am going to turn it around and put a positive spin on it. So I'm going to do something with my brother. He's doing a beat and a song for my channel because he's an artist. He sings, and he sings R&B. So he's singing a song for me. I really like it, and I think when we talk, I'm going to introduce you guys to him, and then I'm going to put up my song. So thank you. What's sweet, Bree? Thank you, Screw. Um, what's sweet, Bree? Did I miss something? So, yeah, I'm gonna introduce you guys to my brother. Yeah, yeah, you will. So I'm trying to encourage him to make a YouTube channel. So I think after he gets interviewed on my channel, he's getting acclimated to. Why are you laughing? I'm trying to get him acclimated to YouTube, letting him know how it is and all that stuff. So when he already did a acapella, so I don't know which one I like better. He did an acapella song for my. He made up a song for my channel, talking about the things that I do on my channel, and I like it. So I don't know what I want to do because I want to do an intro song and an outro song, and he's doing a song also for my second channel. Bree, you don't know if you would encourage anyone to start YouTube. Why, sis? Is it really that bad? Huh? Is it really that bad? You're buying front row seats. So, yeah. So he's if they started already, that's one thing. But geez, yeah, guys. So I'm gonna bring him on my channel so you guys can see because I'm private, but I feel like it's time that you guys find out some things about my life. Just a little, just a little. I'm still reserved. You guys know that, but I'm gonna bring in my big little brother and let you guys see his handsome self. So yeah, that's gonna be. I'm thinking we're gonna do something like go to the park or something. Tell them run while you still can. Well, Bree, I'm actually going to do something on both channels. Like he's going to sing. He did like I don't know what I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do like a preview and let you guys choose. Like put it on my community tab. I'm going to do. He already did like an intro song for me, and then he did like some beats. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna let you guys choose so you guys will hear. So I don't know if I'm gonna show like I'm thinking about doing like a video behind the scenes, like him singing the song and stuff in the studio and stuff. Yeah, show him doing the song in the studio and the beats and stuff, and then letting you guys choose because this channel is for you guys. So you guys will be the ultimate judge of what gets chosen and what you think should go on my second channel because my second channel only has 9 subscribers anyways. um so I'm not really doing anything on that channel. I already said that until I get at least 50 subscribers because if I don't have at least 50 people watching my video, like what am I doing? So yeah, I do. I'm gonna put it. Bree is already. Bree already has my second channel, but it doesn't have any content on there, Mr. Wise. So don't worry. Um, uh-huh. Let me see. I only have 9. I think I have 9 subscribers. Um, I only have 9. So once I get to 50, when I have 50 subscribers, I'm gonna do my first video, and it's gonna be completely different than this channel because it's not gonna be a channel where I'm going to be doing like live. I'm not going to do any lives on that channel. It's going to be one just for videos. It's a review channel. Hi, Mishi. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Um, that channel is going to be just for reviews. It's going to be, I'm going to do all kinds of reviews over there. Hotel reviews, food reviews, music reviews, all kinds of stuff, travel. It's going to be a completely different channel from this one. It's going to be just a videos channel. Like I'm not doing any lives over there at all because this one is always going to be my main channel. This channel is my baby. Channel's my baby. So I'm always going to be over here on lives, but over there it's going to be just my review channel. I'm trying to see if I can link my channel, my She Reviews channel. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on, guys. I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to find it. So if any of you guys find my She Reviews channel first, link it, my mods. Hold on, guys. I'm looking for my channel. Hold on, I'm about to link it. This is my second channel. I just posted it. That's me. I don't have any content on it yet, but I'm working on it. See what I'm doing. What I'm doing on this channel, my second channel, I'm filming lots of content, so I can just put it in the queue and just put it in queue so you guys will always have content. So when I start that channel, I want to start the channel. Oh, thanks, Mishi. When I start that channel, I'm already going to have filmed 10 to 20 videos that I'm just going to be releasing over a period of a few months. So I'm going to be doing lots of reviews. Mishi, she reviews everything as me. So, let's see what else. What else I want? So once I get to 50, I'm going to 50 subscribers. I'm going to release, I don't know, maybe the intro video over there or my first video. Yeah. So Mr. Wise, that's my channel. She reviews everything. So yeah, once I get to 50, I think right now I have 10. So when I get 40 more subscribers, I'm going to post my first video or intro or something. So once I get to 50, I do like green apples though. Yeah, once I get to 50, I'm going to do something over there more because I don't have time. This channel consumes so much of my time that I'm having a second channel. I'm not going to be doing lives. I'm not going to put myself under pressure on that second channel. It's just going to be something that I do, just post videos that I'm going to pre-record and release so you guys will always be able to get a new video every week. So that's my plan with that, and hopefully that I'll start getting some sponsorships from wig companies and travel companies. I know, I know. So I've been wanting to do that for a while. She reviews everything. The name just came to me. Maybe one day I'll change it, but that's what I feel right now that it should be called. Because when I came up with that, I could already hear a song. I could already hear a song for that. So I think it's the nature, because I don't know if you guys know this either, but a lot of people in my family sing. So I think it's the artist in me too as well. So my brother is an artist. I'm an artist. Um, just waiting for the right time to to do my thing. I feel like eventually I'm going to do it, but I'm not ready to release that part of me yet. But it will come. It will come eventually. I feel like right now I'm just doing thing, and then eventually I'm gonna get into my poetry, and then when that goes, then I'll do some of my music. So yeah, you're funny, Mr. Wise. So yeah, guys, that's the plan. I don't know how it's gonna work because you guys know about the grind. Working. I have two jobs. So two jobs, one 8 to 4 job, and then I have an online job, and then there's YouTube, and then I'm trying to do another YouTube. So it's like plus having family responsibilities. So it's a lot. Doing YouTube is a lot. So I'm hoping um, that to start filming some content for this channel and my second channel so that I can just put it in the queue and premiere it that way instead of like what I'm doing now, filming content and uploading it. I kind of want to start pre-filming stuff and having content on hand. What do you guys do with your content? Do you pre-record and have stuff available to you? What's you guys thing? What do you guys do? Do you guys pre-record um your content? I don't know. I want to hear what you guys. I can always. I'm trying to learn from you guys. Some of mine is recorded in advance. Some not. Boss, not pre-recording. I thought Boss. I thought for sure Boss Life was gonna say yes, yes, girl. I record mine. I'm all set. I have tons of content available. You just do it. Okay. I missed some comments. I missed some comments. Nope, I have not got that. People will ask, what is the channel about? I'll just say, she reviews everything. Yeah, you're funny, Mr. Wise. The last video, I did everything in one day and uploaded the next day. Okay. You made a thumbnail on the car? Bree or something. Oh, Bree, post your channel because I know you have this Fun with the Girls one. Not everybody knows Fun with the Girls. Her channel is she does videos with her daughters, but Bree has her own channel. So post your channel. So if you guys have a second channel, post that to let everybody check you out on your second channel. So who has second channels? You don't really use that channel yet? It doesn't matter. I don't either, Brie. I don't use mine either. It's okay. I'm trying to help you grow your channel. I was using it 3 years ago. Well, there you go. Well, when you're ready, I just do it. But with these poems, I need to pre-record. Okay. I'm going to come back to this video and I'll look at your email address and I'll put my my poems in an email and send them to you. But I'm very careful about what I'm not putting my stuff that I have in my book. So I have something that I wrote to my mom and my dad and my family when they passed away. So yeah, that's what I'll send to you. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think it's nice to do some collabs. So the last collab, oh Bree, you know we're going to check it out. You doubt us. You doubt us, Bree. Pump up your channel, sis. Don't be afraid. So you guys check out Bree's channel. Her channel is Bree Reviews. Bree Views or Bree Reviews? I don't remember because I'm not looking at it right now. Sorry, guys. I got allergies. My nose is itching me like crazy. Bree Views? Okay. I always want to say Bree Reviews. I love to change things. So, I can't wait to film some content when my brother, he lives in Alabama, and I'm going to go visit him. And he's the oldest out of all the siblings, and I'm going to do a video then. And my brother is a chef. If you don't know, my family is Jamaican, and so he cooks Jamaican food. And I'll probably do a video with him cooking and stuff, and maybe I'll do a video and post that for my channel. It's something different, a little different form of content. I'm going to do an interview with my brother, get to know my brother, the first child, and so first child and the last child kind of interview. And you guys let me know. I'm going to do a poll and see what kind of questions you guys want me to talk about. I have no idea what kind of questions to ask. You're a mess, Mr. Wise. You're a mess. The breast pump is the first thing that you see. So yeah, I'm gonna do a video with my brother in Alabama, and we've come a long way. We have come a long way in our relationship. So that's gonna be an interesting video. I don't know when I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna go visit him sometime this summer. I'm looking for plane tickets right now to go see him. He lives in Alabama. I've never been to Alabama, and and maybe I'll do a video talking about Alabama. I don't think he's interested in breast pumps, Bree. For some reason, he's not interested in breast pumps. I don't know why. I don't know why. Hey, CT Canada. How are you doing? Welcome to my live stream. For some reason, he wasn't interested in breast pumps, Bree. 3 years ago? Is that machine still functional? Yes, it is. Those things can last for years and years. Yeah, guys. So you guys give me some suggestions for what are some things that I can do on this channel and my second channel, because this channel I do thrift hauls, I do advice, and I do travel. And I'm thinking on my second channel of reviews, maybe doing a review of yes, Bree, post up on here on your second channel. Yes, sis, come at me on both channels. So I don't know what content I should put. I'm looking for new content to put on my channel, because I have thrifted lookbooks. I'm thinking about doing a video how to thrift, another one how to clean thrifted items, and some other things. And in the advice, I'm thinking about doing some videos for women, and men, talking about hygiene and things. So don't take things for granted, guys. You may think people know stuff, but not everybody knows. I'm going to do an educational video for women and one for men. Yes, Bree. So Bree, you don't do any content on that channel? You don't use it? Yeah. I was thinking about that. I'm gonna. You're interested in that, Mr. Wise? Well, watch her video, share it, all that good stuff. My good people, you guys know what to do. Be supportive of one another. Watch each other's content. You guys know what's up. I'm trying to think about what kind of videos that I can make on my channel. Um, I'm thinking about doing that one, how to clean thrifted items. That would be a good. See, I quit. I was making it too hard to make it. See, I'm not. You're not the only one. See, see, I. That's the thing. That's the reason why I never did anything on my channel, because I never had a camera. And right now, I'm live from my tablet. And if I had known all that time years ago that I could be doing videos on a tablet, I would probably have like, what's Kind Master? I don't know anything about that. Um is that on an iPhone? It's only on iPhone, Bree? It's available for Android too? Okay, I'll have to check that out. But I want to take my phone. I'm gonna take my phone that I have now and throw it into the river. I hate that phone, so I'm actually gonna upgrade to an iPhone. I'll be looking at iPhones today and ordering one. I don't know which one I'm going to get yet, but I hate this phone. I hate this Android phone with a passion. I'm over it. Tired of it. Yeah, tired of it. So I'm gonna get myself an iPhone. Finally gonna treat myself to an iPhone. I have Android and I use it for all my videos. You do, Mr. Wise? I just I like the quality of iPhone. So I'm going to finally get myself an iPhone just to see what it's about. I've never had an iPhone before. It'd be my first iPhone. And I think that would be a nice video to film for my second channel. Um, I don't know which iPhone I'm going to get yet. I'm going to be looking at iPhones later today. And then when I choose, I'm going to do an unboxing. Better than whose? Whose camera quality is better? I don't know who it is that you're referring to. No, I don't have an iPhone. I have an iPad. This is an iPad. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to Bree. I'm only staying live until I'm just staying live until um who is it? Boss Life Online. Boss Life Online is going live in 35 minutes or so. So I'm just staying here and I'm going to go from my live to her live. She's going to be live in 30 minutes. So it does because everybody complains. Yes. Yeah, I'm staying here till Boss Life Online goes live. So everybody complains that they can't hear me, but I don't know. I was talking to Boss Life Online about this yesterday. I don't know if it's a device or it's me. It's probably me because I have a very I have a very you have to go get ready. Sure, boss. I understand. Yes, that's what I know. Android camera is trash. So that's why I usually the pictures that I take that's my thumbnails um it's usually always from my iPad. I take it with my iPad. So I'm tired of doing that. I want an iPhone. So I'm looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. Hey, 49-cent Rage. How are you doing? Welcome. I'm kind of looking forward to that. To be honest, guys, to get an iPhone because all along I've always had a what is it called? I edit it using PicArt. I don't do any editing. My niece does all my editing um, for my videos. Um, I film with my iPad because I don't have a camera yet. I'm waiting in another month or so. I'm gonna get a camera. I'm getting a vlogging camera because I'm thinking about it. I'm still in prayer about it. I'm thinking about doing weekly vlogs on this channel. Well, I don't know anything about apps. I don't know anything about editing because I don't do anything. I need to start. Okay, 49-cent Rage. I don't know anything about editing. I don't know anything about apps. I'm just here. I don't know how I'm a YouTuber and I don't know about editing. I don't. I've never done any editing. My niece does my editing, and I know eventually I'm gonna have to start doing my own. She's trying to teach me, but she gets frustrated because she's like, "You're not getting it. You're not getting it." So I really do try, guys. I try, but I can't. It's too much. Editing is too much, and then adding music. I don't. I can't. It's too much for me. I don't know how you guys have the patience for editing. Mm. I'm a person. I would rather film and do pictures than edit. I hate editing, but I know eventually I'm gonna have to get into it, especially when I start vlogging, because I'm thinking about doing weekly vlogs. Um, it's gonna be a vlog every day, but I'm gonna do like a compilation of things. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that on this channel or my other channel, because I'm thinking about doing maybe like different reviews. Yes, it's your worst nightmare. What time is it? I'm looking at the time. Hold on, guys. Yeah, I've got 30 minutes still. So, what are you guys gonna be up to today? Let me know. I'm trying to get myself together gonna eat some breakfast and go out. It's my goal, my hope, to go out and do some things, have a little fun. What do you mean, especially if it fails at 99%? I don't know what you mean. I told you I don't know anything about editing. So when you say if it fails at 99%, I have no idea what that means. I don't know how you could have I think I have over 200 videos on my channel, and I have never edited a video. Never. Isn't that funny, guys? But one day, eventually, the editing is going to be done by me. It's my goal to learn how to edit before the end of the year. Nope, I have never edited anything. Never. That's why, like, when I do my positive thoughts of the day, my morning doses of positivity, it's just, I do it like a video, and I just say what I have to say, and I upload it. I don't do any editing at all. Nope. Never. Never. I know, you're shocked. I'm not the one that edits my videos. I told you my niece does it. My niece daughter, she does it. So, she does my editing, and she's frustrated with me. I know she's sick of editing my videos. So, that's why I want to get my iPhone and my camera and learn how to do it. I don't do anything. I don't do anything. Just being real, guys. Being 100% real. Teach me your ways. Yeah. So, guys, I had a milestone on my channel. Like, I just reached 1,300 subscribers. I had to hide my subscribers because I was at like 1,280, and every time I would get close to 1,300, people would unsubscribe. So I don't know what that was about. Like, I couldn't hit 1.3K for anything in the world because I guess people are jealous or whatever. People don't like to see when you hit milestones. So I had to hide my numbers, and I don't think I'm going to show my numbers for a while until when I feel like showing my numbers again, I will. But right now, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. You guys are shocked? I can't think of any reason not to edit a video. Oh, I will give you many reasons to not edit a video. Laziness. Not knowing how to do it. Those are that's my two biggest reasons for not editing a video. Not knowing how to do something and laziness. That combination, it's gold. That's what my niece says. Like, how are you a YouTuber and you don't edit? Like, she's frustrated with me. Whatever. Oh, whatever. Just being myself. Some people, if you ever look on my other videos, the one that has like, I think by now it has like 400 views. Editing is an art. Well, I'm an artist already. I'm already an artist. I'm already an artist. So I don't have to edit. When I feel it, Mr. Wise, when I feel it in my spirit, when my spirit tells me it's time, I'll do it. When my spirit talks to me and says it's time, then I'll do it. But right now, I think when I get like my iPhone or I get my camera, then I'm gonna feel like doing some editing. But right now, not feeling it. Nope. Why? Why do it if when you could pass the buck? Why? I can pass it on to her. Make her do it. Why? Why? Yeah, when I get my iPhone, I'm gonna feel moved to do something. But right now, I'm not moved. I'm not moved at all. I'm not moved to do anything for the moment. It's crazy. I know Mr. Wise is like shocked. Bree, are you shocked that I haven't done any editing yet? And I have 1,300 subscribers and over 200 videos. And I've never edited. Ever. Ever edited. No, that's not true, Brie. I have tried. I have tried. I've tried. I've attempted, and then I was like, no. I was like, this is too complicated, and I gave it back to my niece. I was like, you can do it, babe. Yep. I attempted, but was unsuccessful. Well, still shocked. Well, it is what it is, guys. I just filmed something, so whatever you guys see when I do my hauls, when I do my doses of positivity, those videos or the live streams, you don't have to edit that stuff. You just film it and upload. That's what it is. That is what it is. Yeah, Mr. Wise. I've been hearing that for almost 6, 7 months. I'm sure that will improve my channel. Why don't you ever do your more outside? What do you mean outside? So you can have more light? Because I always do them before, while I'm at work. Uh, that's a long story, Brie. It's a long story about my situation and stuff. Long story, but something is working out for me right now, so eventually it's going to be different. It's just for right now. That's what's working for me, but eventually when things change, I'm going to do a different when I'll be in a different space, I'll be able to do more filming the way I want to in my living room. Your brain hurts. What do you mean your brain hurts? What are you talking about, Mr. Wise? What are you saying? Still waiting. I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, I started off just watching other people's content and videos years ago. I don't even know how long that was, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. 5 or 6 years ago, I think I posted my first video, and I wasn't really doing anything. I wasn't doing anything with the channel, so that was 5 or 6 years ago, and then it's just been in the past. I want to say since February, where I've been taking the channel seriously. So, since February. Yeah, since February. So, not that long. I've been serious about this channel. So, February, March, April, May. So, like 4 months, 4 or 5 months, something like that. That's how long I've taken the channel seriously. So my next project is to get my camera, get my iPhone, get oh, all my friends say that, but that's just me. That's my personality. I'm always going to find a way to do something without a lot of work. That's just me. I'm going to make it easy. Like, I don't like complications at all. I don't like complications. I like for things to be as peaceful and as zen as possible. And editing messes up my zen. It gives me stress. I don't like stress. So anything that I can just film a video and it's raw, whatever, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna get away with it as long as I can. If you guys don't mind it, if people aren't complaining about it, I'm going to continue doing it because it must be okay. I know when I get my camera, I'm gonna have to start doing editing because it's gonna be on a memory card and all that stuff. So I know I'm gonna have to edit one day, maybe it will be, and I'm gonna title the video my first edited video. Oh, whatever happens in my video, I upload it. When I drop things in my, I don't care. I don't care. It's going up. I'm like this is it. One cut, one take. Yep. So all my videos that you guys see, um, besides the one that my niece has edited, um, they're raw. I haven't done any work with it. I just upload it. Yep. I don't know how to do that. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. I don't know how to schedule thing uploads for during the week. I have no idea how to do any of those things. I need to. You guys know you have to break it down for me all the way. Thank you for breaking it down all the way. Yeah, y'all stop laughing at me. Y'all supposed to be my family. Stop laughing at me. You gotta teach me, guys. You gotta teach me. You guys know I like, I know you're serious. I know you're serious. I don't know anything about editing. I don't know anything about lighting. I don't know anything about all that stuff. So, I have a Nightbot, but how come your Nightbot only comes once in a while? I don't know. I don't even know what I was doing when I got a Nightbot. I just signed up, and once in a while, Nightbot shows up. And when Nightbot shows up, it's not in blue. So I think I have to make Nightbot a moderator. I don't know. Oh, that would be a nice video. And of course, it's not going to be edited. Oh, okay. Thanks for giving me some ideas, Brie. I don't know. I always just do my doses of positivity um, at work. When I'm already at work, I just say, hey, here it is. Um, so that gives me an idea to film my doses of positivity other places. So maybe I'll film 5 doses of positivity to last throughout the week um, while I'm at the botanical garden or at the park or different things that I'm doing. And then I'm going to tag Bree in it because you gave me the idea, not my idea. Okay. Listen, Mr. Wise, don't start. I'm not going to fall in the water. Yes, Bree, I'm listening to you, sis. I'm listening to you guys. 100%. You have my full attention. As long as it's not going to be complicated, I will try it. I don't like complications. Um, I don't like complications. Anything, if it's too difficult or hard, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to be real with you guys. I'll just be real. I'll be 100% real. I'm not going to do it. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't like anything that's too hard or difficult or stressful. If it's going to cause me stress, ain't going to happen. I feel like life is stressful enough. Life has enough problems. Like, why add to it? Kind Master is very simple. That's what you say, Mr. Wise. Watch I turn on Kind Master and be like, oh no. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Uh-uh. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how I'll tell you my Zen rating. Be like, Kind Master, not kind. And maybe I'll put it on my She Reviews channel, reviewing Kind Master. Kind Master is not kind. That may be my review. Just being real, guys. I feel like more people just need to be themselves. Just be yourself. And this is me, 100% raw. I don't edit. I have never edited. I have no interest in editing, but I will try filming other places. I will do that. That sounds nice. Yeah. So I'm just waiting to get my iPhone, but I guess I could do it on my iPad too. Um, I'm gonna go to the um, botanical garden. I'm gonna do some reviews of lots of. I'm gonna review everything that I have in my house to make lots of content for my second channel, like uh, phone cords, chargers, lots of stuff. My phone. my glasses, different drinks and food. The only thing is when I have the kids film more than one video in a day, I just have them put on a different shirt. Bree, are you teaching me or are you teaching me? Because, girl, I will have 17 videos all in the same outfit. Guys don't know me. 17 be like, oh, we're tired of seeing her in that outfit. Like, please. And I'm also going to the wig store. I don't know, today or tomorrow. Because I got to get another wig. Because this wig is toast. And I'm thinking about filming a video for my second channel. Because since I'm going to be reviewing wigs and stuff and hair products and stuff, I'm thinking about posting a video on that channel. My review on KindMaster. It all started when Mr. Wise and Bree Reviews was telling me about apps. You know I'm going to say that. And I'm going to link you guys in the description box of that video. I'm going to say, hey, this is my second channel. She reviews everything. And I was not living my best life because I was not editing. And according to Reviews and Mr. Wise, I needed to step up my game. So, and then I'm going to do my review. So you guys have a preview of what I'm going to say. You guys will have a preview of what I'm going to say on my second channel. Because I don't know. It just never occurred to me. Like, I feel like it's not important. But like, why is editing important? Like, why? Like, why? She doesn't do that. She likes zen and peace and quiet and stress-free. So unless this is going to be a stress-free editing, I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to work, y'all. I'll try, but I'm not going to guarantee anything. I'm not going to guarantee anything. I definitely have the last child syndrome. I definitely am the last child. Definitely. I'm not going to do anything if I don't have to do it. Like, why? 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 Obviously, it has been working just fine. I haven't had any problems. I haven't had nobody complaining and saying, you need to edit. Nope. And since I haven't heard any complaints, I'm going to continue. I can make an intro. Good, do that. And then after the I don't need an intro. I would prefer an outro, Mr. Wise, because my brother is singing my intro song. So he's doing my intro song. So I don't need an intro, but an outro would be nice. An outro would be great. It would be fabulous instead of me always putting my hand over the camera. I'm telling you guys, look, less complicated. Yeah, that's me. So I do need an outro. They say that that's important. So if you want to do an outro for me, that'd be awesome. What time is it? 9:22. 9:22 my time. What time is it where you guys are? Yeah. Yes, please. Okay, let me know. You see my email address. So yeah, 8:22. Wow, it's early where you are. It's 9:22 where I am. What do you mean? You've been on here since 7 something in the morning talking to me on a Saturday? That's crazy. Right now it's 9:22 my time. 9:22 on a Saturday, and I'm about to not right now. Maybe about 7 in about 7-8 minutes. I'm waiting for. Hey, Michaela. Well, I have 3 people in here, Michaela. So, yeah, guys. So that's some of the ideas that I have for my second channel, doing some reviews over there. And filming a video for me and my brother that's in front of me. And yeah, I think that would be nice and exciting. And he can talk about himself. I'm thinking about doing 2 or 3 videos with my brother, and I'm putting that in the queue. My brother, who's he's a singer, and putting that in the queue and saving that for later. Like one of them, like probably like a get to know my brother, and then do another video about growing up, like him being the 9th child. That could be another video. And I don't know what else. Maybe something silly. We could do something silly. Review something. Yeah. Brother life. Yep. I have 3 brothers. Got 3 brothers. 3 brothers and 6 sisters. That's a lot. So I like when I was growing up, I always envied people who were like the only child, you know? People who were the only child. I envied them. Like, man, it must be nice to have peace and quiet all the time and not having to share. Like, I always wanted that. Who's the oldest? My brother in Alabama. Alabama. My brother in Alabama is the oldest, and I am the youngest. What time is it? I got 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. I'm waiting for Boss Life Online to come back and say she's live. So what are you guys in your line of your family? Are you the oldest? Are you the youngest? Are you the middle child? Or are you adopted? Hey, it's Watson. How are you doing? Thanks for being here on this Saturday. Yep. So what are you guys in your family line? What child are you? Okay, thank you. So, what are you guys in your family line? I'm the 10th child. What are you guys? I'm the oldest? Oh, wow. What are you, Bree Reviews? What are you in the child? Oh, you older children. See, that's why you guys are, you guys edit and do that stuff because you guys are the oldest. I definitely have the youngest child syndrome. Definitely. I believe in peace. You're the oldest of four? Cool. So I believe in peace and Zen. I definitely believe in peace and Zen. You cannot hear me? My volume's all the way up. I believe in peace and Zen and quiet, having time to be by myself, whereas my siblings don't. I believe in you should have most of your time, you should be by yourself. Have some time by yourself. Get to know yourself. Know what you want. That's what I do. I would prefer to be by myself. I don't really care to be with a lot of people. I just like to be maybe with one or two people sometimes, but I prefer to be by myself. Whereas the older ones, they like to be together and stuff, and they like group settings. I hate group settings. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I do not like to be in a group setting. I like to be by myself or with a few selected people. I think that that's better. I think it's better when you can be by yourself. It's less complicated, less drama. The more people that's around is the more drama that there is. And I don't like drama. I like peace and quiet. Peace and quiet all the time. What about you guys? You guys like peace and quiet, or you like group settings? What's your thing? What is your thing? Are you guys prefer to be by yourself, or you want to be with other people? You guys let me know. You guys prefer to be by yourself or what? I know I prefer to be by myself. There's less drama because the only person that can make the drama is you when you're by yourself. Like, I think it's because I had so many siblings, but like, I love my peace and quiet. 2 little brothers, 1 sister. Yeah. I I think because I'm the last, like, I have different thinking. I like both sometimes, but I prefer to be in small groups or alone. Yeah. I love to be on my own. Yeah. That's me. I love to be on my own. See, Bree likes both. See, I like small groups. I hate big. I guess it's like some people love to be in like a setting with lots of people. I hate that. That gives me anxiety. Because you never know what people are going to do. I like to, I guess, be in control of my situation. I think when you grow up in a big family with a lot of people, like, you don't have the control. So it's like, now that I'm an adult, I like to have control. Yes, I love to be alone. And my other siblings, they aren't that way. They love to be with lots of people, and I don't. I'm just gonna keep it real. I would prefer to be by myself. That's my preferred method of happiness and peace and zen is to be by myself. I prefer that. But I'm okay to be around 1 or 2 people, 1 or 2 select people that I trust. And yeah, I don't mind being around 1 or 2 people. That's fine. But I don't like the group settings. To me, if it's more than 4 people, that's too much. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's too much. Because there's always something. There's always some kind of drama that happens. The more people that are around, is the more drama there is. And I don't like drama. I hate drama. Oh, Boss Life Online is live now. So guys, if you guys have her, I'm gonna put her link I'm going to share it. Hold on, guys. I'm going to share it right now. Hold on. That's the link to Boss Life Online. So if you guys would, if you guys are able to, if you're not busy, stop by Boss Life Online's live. She's live now, so I'm about to go. So thanks everybody for being here. Thanks Previews, Fun with the Girls, and Mr. Wise, and Boss Life Online, and everybody else who was here. Thanks for being here in my live. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I'm going to be live again tomorrow, same time, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll see you guys then. You guys have a great day. And Bree, I'm going to do my filming. I'm not going to let you down. Different locations. So I'll see you guys. Thanks for being here, guys. And have a great day.